In every product category, there's a sweet spot that you as a consumer should look out for, where value meets performance. Then every once in a while, something special happens where the stars align between talent and manufacturing to produce outsized value. So we'll be comparing the classic Porta Pro, which has over 7,000 reviews on Amazon, against the newcomer, the KPH30i, resulting in what I call Overachiever Products. The Sugar Ray Leonard of products, pound for pound the best of its domain. As an example, many years ago I read a Consumer Reports review ranking the best raincoats. The top 10 list was full of $500 to $1,000 raincoats. Yet, the number 2 spot was occupied by a $99 coat. These KOSS headphones remind me of that raincoat, an overachiever. If you're using your phone speakers or earbuds, no matter how good they are, your sound staging experience probably looks like this. And it does even for my Shure SE846s. But get one of these KOSS headphones and suddenly your audio transforms into this. Where you're immersed into the world of sounds, suddenly the content takes on a new dimension. YouTube, Netflix, media will become twice as intense and enjoyable. All it takes is a good pair of $30 headphones. One of the easiest and best upgrades you can make. Don't get me wrong, these are not high-definition headphones. They're not going to be $200 headphones in the detail department. But then you'd be dealing with streaming content from YouTube or Netflix, so extreme detail isn't that great anyway. However, they do excel at sound staging, with a strong mid-range and sub-bass. I have to move up to the Beyerdynamic DT1990 Pros to find better sound staging. Although imaging is way better with those. But still, which do you think I use on a daily basis? Both KOSSes are on-ear and open, so the headphones don't seal sounds, allowing for ambient sounds to filter in. So by now you're saying, okay, we get it, they're awesome. So what's the difference between the two? The classic Porta Pros have been around for 3 decades. Even at launch in the 80s, it probably looked like an old classic from the 70s. Yes, it looks old, but it does have its charms. They have a very warm or bassy sound signature, so it works really well with TV shows, movies, pop and electronic music. Anything that benefits from a bass boost. If you listen to a lot of podcasts, voice, or vocals, then it can sound a little thick. That brings us to the KPH30i's. They are actually very similar to the Porta Pros in sound, except they are more balanced, with a slight bass boost over neutral. So if you're in the camp that mainly listens to podcasts or vocals, classical music, I'd recommend these headphones. Or if you're an audiophile with lots of equipment to control your sound, then these will be for you too. The Porta Pros have a thin metal headband, but unfortunately the sizing mechanism works on friction, so they'll easily slide back if moved. But on the other hand, they will fold into a very compact form. It's awesome. There's also a setting to allow the drivers to sit at a wider angle, reducing the pressure on the ears. The KPH30i's are more traditional in design and are all plastic. Once sized, they will stay in that position as they have grooves. Very comfortable with the silicone headband. But they don't fold and aren't as portable as the Porta Pros. One thing to note, they will stand out. They're not big or anything, but people will definitely notice them on you, in case you were wondering about it. In contrast, the Porta Pros are quite stealthy, and people may not even notice you're wearing them. The mics are not the greatest on these headphones, but functional enough for the occasional call. I think that's an area of improvement, especially for those gamers. Take a listen to the sample. People were pleased to find that Peter Piper had picked a couple pages for Fable fans at MSR. People were pleased to find that Peter Piper had picked a couple pages for Fable fans at MSR. Now let's move on to the drivers comparison. Okay, the takeaways. Everyone should get one of these headphones. They will be appreciated by casual users like your grandma who'll say, "Hey, this sounds like the movies," and loved even more by audiophiles who'll marvel at how this budget pair of headphones can sound so good compared to their 3 and 4-figure headphones. I don't want to overstate the technical abilities of these headphones, just mainly the fun and enjoyment factor. I'd be happy to buy these up to $60. There really is no competition until you reach the $80 Audio-Technica M40Xs, which I call the budget MSR7s. But as far as the sub $80 category, look no further than these KOSS headphones. Okay, I hope this was helpful and see you in the next one.